Let's talk hockey and let's talk young guns. Welcome back to Graded Cards Collector. I'm John, and we all know sports cards have been rising in price, rising in popularity. So today I'm going to focus on young guns. I'm going to talk about two main young guns and then three other really good ones. Some are starting to get a bit of out of reach price-wise. Some you can still find at a decent price raw. So let's start with one of my favorite hockey players, Sidney Crosby. So with hockey, initially, BGS was the way to go. A 9.5 true gem used to always outsell PSA 10 easily. Now, that's not the case. A BGS 10 Crosby, all these prices will be in USD. This is going to be anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. Sorry, not $3,000. This will be $5,000 and up. They're getting a lot harder to find. A lot of people that are selling are asking a lot of money, and then everyone else is just holding, watching them rise. The BGS 9.5s, they're still available. True gems means you have at least a 9.5 in all four grading categories. So corners, edges, surface, and centering. So this one there's 4 9.5s. This one there's 3 9.5s and a 10. I'll put a picture up if you guys want to see them closer. And the BGS 9.5s are selling around $2,500 to $2,700. So in my mind, with Sidney Crosby, if you've missed the boat, I wouldn't necessarily go out and buy a BGS 9.5 true gem. Some people are asking over $3,000 already. The way I got all three of these, plus this BGS 10, and I have another card that's at PSA right now, is I actually got them raw. If you can do the deal in person, obviously that's the best. You can really examine the card. You can take a real hard look at centering and corners, look for any damage. I got a little bit lucky. Some of these have a real good story for the 10, I'll save for a different day. But some of these other ones I bought, around $550. So pretty good return of investment. I'm a collector. I like the Penguins. I like Sidney Crosby, so I'm going to be holding on to those for quite a while. The next player is Connor Mcdavid. Connor McDavid Young Guns are still going up. Yes, I think everybody knows he has not won a Stanley Cup yet. He has won a lot of individual awards. And the team, although they're not off to a great start, they're still a good team. I don't think they're championship caliber yet, but they're not missing too many players. So same thing, if you can get a BGS 10, that would be ideal. Obviously a black label would be the best, but that's probably up in the $20,000 range. This BGS 10 is probably, I believe the last sale was around $4,500. I also have two PSA 10s. I actually sent away true gems. Let's see if I can find, here we go. A true gem with a 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, and a 10. Two PSA to crossover when I got these two. Back when I did that, the BGS 9.5 true gems were about $450, and the PSA 10s were around $320. So I actually just took a chance that PSA 10s would become more valuable as years went on. So in today's market, a BGS 9.5 is going to be around $1,500. You'll find cheaper ones if they are not true gem. This one's actually still nice because it's 9.5, 9.5, 10, then a 9. But if you want true gem, everything 9.5s, or true gem with a 10, there is a premium. So I'm going to say around the $1,500 mark. PSA 10s have been skyrocketing. They're going around $2,700, which is just insane that, you know, this PSA 10 is over $1,000 more than this. When if you were to send these in, I bet you if I sent this in and it didn't come back at 10, I would put minimum grade so they wouldn't crack the slab, and they would just send it back to me saying did not meet minimum grade. I would just send it back again, and I'm willing to bet it would become a PSA 10. So it's really shocking that these are $1,000 more. They're actually about $1,200 more. So it's about 50% more, which is insane. So if you guys have lots of real nice Mcdavids, don't be afraid to send it to PSA for a crossover. I always put minimum grade. I know lots of guys like to crack them out and then send them. I just put minimum grade 10 and see what happens. So with the Crosby, I might have missed it. BGS 10, 5,000 plus. PSA 10. The latest one sold for 4,300, but it was kind of a one-off. All the previous sales were closer to 3,000, but there was an auction that ended at 4,300. So you'd have to look at a PSA 10, see what the next one sells for to see if that was a one-off or not. Those are the top two that I collect for sure. It's Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby. I plan on holding these Crosbys for a long time. It wasn't too many years ago. This BGS 10 was about 1,200. Then it jumped to 17. Then it jumped to about 22 to 2,500. And it stayed there for a long time. And then kind of hit 3,000, stayed there for a year. And now, like I said, they're more likely to be that $4,000 to $5,000 or more for the Crosby. And the McDavid has just been going up. Basically, ever since his first year into his second year, the young guns are just slowly going up, going up. There's a very high pop report for the 9.5s. I would have to look up the PSA 10s, which I probably will. I'll put a picture up. We can see the pop report for them. The next young gun, who is also starting to get very pricey, I shouldn't say starting, he kind of already is Alexander Ovechkin. So for this, I don't have a BGS 10, although this 9.5 did have a 10 and a 10, which is nice. The other two are 10, 9.5, 9.59, 9.5, 9.5, 9.59, and 10, 9.5, 10, 9. So Ovechkin, his cards are going up. If you've seen his PSA 10s, they're selling more than Crosby's PSA 10s. His 9.5 from BGS is, I've seen some as low as 1,700, and I've seen a couple over 2,000. Compared to Crosby, he's about 2,500 to 2,700. So on the BECKET side, Crosby's holding a lot more value, but on PSA 10, Ovechkin's above him. So we kind of talked about kind of the three big boys, Crosby, Ovi, McDavid. How about a younger guy that is under $1,000 and you can find his raw cards, but this year they've been skyrocketing. Nathan McKinnon, this is from 2013 Upper Deck, Series 1. Sidney Crosby is 2005 Series 1. Connor McDavid, 2015 Series 1. Alexander Ovechkin's 2005 Series 2. The same year as Crosby, but in Series 2. So Nathan McKinnon, BGS 9.5 is around $900. You could probably find a couple cheaper, but they have jumped huge in the past couple of months. And a lot of people think Colorado has the right pieces. They just need to put it together. You know, if he's on his way, if he gets a Stanley Cup, whether it's this year, next year, or in the future, these are easily, his BGS 9.5 will easily be $1,200 to $1,500. He's from the same town as, basically the same town as Sidney Crosby. They're both from Nova Scotia. I don't have a 9.5. I got lucky. I have a BGS 10 that I sent for grading myself. I do have, I believe, 2 raw ones left. So I will probably grade them. Now that the BGS 9.5 is $900, you almost have to grade it. So finally, we got one guy whose BGS 9.5 is under 1,000. This next guy, I can't explain why it's as low as it is. Evgeni Malkin. BGS 9.5 is going to be around the $300 mark. You might find some closer to $400. You might find some a bit below $300. But that $300 to $325 is the biggest range. I understand he's Russian. That's why, you know, the Ovechkin and Crosby. Crosby used to be so much higher always. Then Ovechkin won a cup. Ovechkin's getting closer to Wayne Gretzky's goal scoring record. So he's starting to get a little bit higher. And past Crosby in some instances, go below him in others. Evgeni Malkin is another Russian who also has, or in this case, he has multiple Stanley Cups. He's won MVP, he's won Art Ross, he's won the Conn Smythe. But I think the fact that he plays on the same team as Sidney Crosby, you know, he's just overshadowed. But pretty much anytime Crosby goes down, Malkin steps up and carries the team. So BGS 9.5s are about $300. Do I think they're going to be $1,500 like Ovechkin's? Or $2,000 like Ovechkin's? No. I can't explain why, other than he's not chasing Wayne Gretzky's record. But he has more cups, and, you know, other than the goal scoring, he's basically done it all as well. He has a lot of individual trophies, and of course the Stanley Cups. So around $300 for 9.5. Ovechkin, $1,700 to $2,000 for 9.5 from Beckett. Nathan McKinnon, about $900 for 9.5. I only have a 10. And Mcdavid, he's gone up to about $1,500 for 9.5. I even have 1.9 here. I saw a 9 sell for almost $1,000. So there are some guys, Connor McDavid, you can still find raw. There is a lot produced. Probably the most young gun of any from 2015 and earlier. Sidney Crosby, his raw young guns are getting very pricey. Just because, like I said, the BGS 9.5 could be $2,500, $2,700. You know, I would be surprised if you can find a raw Crosby for $500 to $800 anymore, when a $35 grading fee could triple that or more. Connor McDavid, there's lots of. Alexander Ovechkin, prices are getting too high. Malkin, this is not a real big year. This is 2006/07 Series 2. You can find his raw young guns very easily. One thing to look for if you only see a picture of the front is his jersey, because this one is his young gun, number 486. But in this year, same as Phil Kessel, he's also the checklist. And when you look at it in the front, it will say Young Guns, and it will just be Evgeni Malkin. But when you look on the back, you'll end up seeing it's a checklist. And in his checklist, he has the black jersey on. So if you only see the front of the card, that's how you can tell the difference. White jersey is his true young gun, card number 486. Young guns are hot right now. I've seen Suzuki for the Montreal Canadiens selling for $40 to $50, and you know he's not very good, and that's raw prices. If you have young guns, especially if you were collecting the sets like I have been, and even some of the older ones, you don't have to go all the way back to 2001, 2002, or even 2005. There's a lot of cards in that 2013 set, the Nathan McKinnon year, that have a lot of value. Another big card in this set is Kucherov for Tampa Bay. If you go up a year to 2014, in Series 1, you're looking for Draisaitl. Series 2, you're looking for Pasternak. If you go to 2015, looking for McDavid in Series 1, Eichel in Series 2. Go to 2016, you're looking for Matthews, Marner. Then you're slowly getting closer to Pedersen. And then you're getting to the more newer young guns. In that case, you're looking for Laffy for the Rangers. His price is still high. They're not selling for $400 raw anymore, thankfully. But there's still good money to be had in young guns. And grading young guns can bring incredible value. You know, there was a time this card was about $100 to $120. You get it graded to a 9.5, and it was like $280. So you could double your money plus some. And with Beckett, especially a few years ago when they would actually return your cards, is they're not like PSA or SGC. You don't pay more for the value of your card. Like this card, if Beckett had the pricing that PSA has, this would probably cost about $500 to grade. Whereas with Beckett, you know, it was like $30. Unfortunately, Beckett's wait time, if you send in some sort of bulk sub for non-guaranteed time, people are waiting 8 months, 9 months. I believe in the Facebook forum, some people said they were at 11 months. I have 3 cards in with them since April, and I haven't heard anything back. So, you know, we're getting 7, 8 months. But if you like young guns, tell me what young guns you are collecting. Tell me what young guns you're grading. I thought I would do this first video with some kind of more expensive young guns. In the next video, I'm going to do popular names everybody knows that are still under $100 and have the potential to rise. So if you have Crosby's, McDavid's, Ovechkin's, McKinnon's, even a Malkin raw, I strongly suggest getting it graded. If it looks like it's kind of beat up and you feel it probably won't even grade a 9, if it was a Malkin, I would just keep it. If it's Connor McDavid and you think it's going to get a 9, get it graded. Like I said, they're selling $600, $700. I saw one go all the way up to $1,000. I think that's a little much for a BGS 9, but there's value in there. And if you have a Crosby or Ovechkin, a BGS 9 is going to still get you $1,000 easily all day. So here's 2 of my favorite cards. I'll do a video some other time showing how I got them. Each of them have a pretty cool story. Every card that I showed up here, including all the McDavids, I sent for grading myself. Basically, these cards are just too much to buy already graded for me. So thanks for watching the video, guys. If you guys want more hockey videos, let me know. I was going to do another video on Wayne Gretzky rookies and Mario Lemieux rookies, OPC and tops, and kind of show the same thing, the PSA values that are skyrocketing. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next video.